Hello, Cherry Street Cheetahs. Coach Hall here. I'm going to read you a wonderful story. It's by Megan Dowd Lambert. It's called A Crow of His Own. It's illustrated by David Hyde Costello. You know, reading these stories has made me want to try writing stories myself. Here's one I tried out. See what you guys think. Once upon a time, a Cherry Street kid saw a super awesome cool guy. The Cherry Street kid said, "What is your name, super awesome cool guy?" Super awesome cool guy said, "My name is Coach and I am hungry." So the Cherry Street kid said, "Coach, would you like my lunch?" Then Coach said, "You must be new. Everyone knows I never eat kids' food." The Cherry Street kid said, "I am not hungry because I ate a whole cheese pizza for breakfast." So Coach said, "Okay, I will eat your lunch." Then the Cherry Street kid said, "I changed my mind. You cannot have my lunch." Coach said, "That's okay. Now go run your lap and I will watch your lunch so no one eats it." When the Cherry Street kid got back, the kid said, "Hey, where's my lunch?" Coach said, "I think some super awesome cool guy ate your lunch." Now I know what you're thinking. Probably you're thinking best story ever. I think it's pretty good, but look at my dialogue tags. Said, 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 said. How many saids? 10 saids. I wish I could have some other words that I could use for my dialogue tags. Well, in A Crow of His Own, Megan Dowd Lambert works on dialogue tags. Let's see if we can find some other words that Coach can use instead of said, and maybe some words you can use when you write your stories. A Crow of His Own. Look at this. Larry World Tour. When Larry was called off to new opportunities, Sunrise Farm suddenly found itself without its prized rooster. The animals overslept, and no one knew what to do. "Not to worry," soothed Farmer Jay. "We have a plan," added Farmer Kevin. I see some dialogue tags. Interesting. I think I see Farmer Jay and Farmer Kevin. Those must be the animals. They look rested. I think they slept in. Their plan turned out to be a scrawny little guy named Clyde. "Well, hello there, neighbors," he stammered. The animals yawned and shuffled their feet. Uh-oh. Not much pep in his step. He's certainly no Larry. Roberta was nothing if not a motherly goose. After taking a gander at Clyde, she took him under her wing. "Welcome," she chirped. "I'm Roberta." "Hello," he replied shyly. "Don't worry about the others. They just miss Larry," she assured him. "Who's Larry?" inquired Clyde. The animals gasped. "Only the best rooster ever!" "Take it straight from my mouth. He was more than that. He was a genius." The animal's words left Clyde in a state of speechless distress. There now, Clyde," Roberta began. "Larry wasn't a genius. He just made quite a show of it." "A show, huh?" Clyde mused. Thanks, Ruby. You're the best. It's Roberta, she sighed. Clyde spent the whole day gathering props, designing his costume, and choreographing a sublime two-step. He hardly slept a wink that night. Could he do it? Could he live up to Larry's legacy? Could he put on a show of a crow? Alas, he overslept. Who ever heard of a rooster sleeping in? What a worthless chicken! Enough, give the poor guy a break. And now I'm late getting the morning cream up to the house. Oh, he was reading a book. How to Crow Like Larry. By Larry. Oh dear. After recovering from his initial embarrassment, Clyde hurried past the disapproving hens and rededicated himself to rehearsing. I'll be on my grade A game tomorrow, he reassured Roberta. As the sun peeked over the hillside the next day, a weary Clyde assumed his position atop the coop, opened his beak, and... promptly fell to the ground with an undignified croak. "Are you okay?" fussed Roberta. What was that? You call that a crow? Good grief. Clyde was not okay. He was humiliated. He had a crick in his comb. His right wing was all wrong. And his waddle? Well, his waddle was a wobbly wreck. And yet, Clyde was determined to get back in the saddle, so to speak. "Oh my," said Farmer Jay. Try again," encouraged Farmer Kevin. Try again he would, but... adding a dramatic aerial entrance didn't work out so well the next morning. As the animals trudged away disgruntled and dismayed, Roberta stayed behind with Clyde. It's taking all my horsepower not to say something foul about that bird. I think my milk is utterly curdled. Let's go count ourselves back to sleep. I'll never be a showman like Larry, lamented Clyde. Even though she was a goose, Roberta clucked with pity. "Oh, Clyde," she implored, "forget about Larry. Just crow your own crow." "Crow my own crow, huh?" he snuffled. "What about the show? No lights? No costumes?" "Definitely forget about those," Roberta advised. "Even the mustache?" Clyde asked. "Save it for special occasions," she answered. "Would you listen to me practice?" "I'd be honored." next morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Is that Clyde? It's not so much like crowing, but crooning, with a little warble at the beginning and a crescendo at the doodle, and oh, the raspy growl in the middle of the do. Enough to give you goosebumps, exclaimed Roberta. And with that, Clyde took a deep breath, gave a shake of his comb, and called out another crow of his own. I knew you could do it, Clyde. Well, that was great, and that story is going to give me a lot of dialogue tags, help me make my stories even better. All right, Cherry Street folks, we'll talk to you later. Coach out.